Manitoba time, and today we get a tourist perspective on our province. BC Robyn is a BC-based blogger who is touring Manitoba and joins with her thoughts on the trip so far. This is fascinating because we quite often talk about what Manitobans can expect here in Manitoba, but what are your thoughts on our province so far? I hope everyone was nice.
Oh yeah, definitely nice.
Good? We're friendly Manitobans?
Definitely. I'd say that reputation is well deserved.
Perfect.
Everybody's been really warm and welcoming, and hospitality has gone and exceeded my expectations so far.
Well, you've been a lot of places, not just here in the Peg, but you've toured around a whole lot, in places that maybe some Manitobans don't even know about. Let's talk about the York factory first off.
For sure.
Where?
Okay, exactly. Where is it? It's on the Hayes River, which is off of the Hudson Bay.
Yep.
To get there, you go to Thompson, travel 3 hours east to Gillam. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
And you take a boat ride. I went with Nelson River Adventures on a boat ride. You go down the Nelson River to Hudson Bay, and once you're in Hudson Bay, you turn around into the Hayes River. And I should mention first, while you're going down this river, there is nobody else around. It is isolated, it is remote, and you see wildlife. There are bald eagles everywhere, there are seals in the river.
Wow.
We actually saw 2 pairs of polar bears swimming, which was incredible. And out in the Hudson Bay, there were little splashes of white everywhere, and those were beluga whales.
Right on.
So we're not even there yet, and already it's amazing. It's like, I would describe it like being in a National Geographic documentary. It was that incredible.
Cool.
So we enter the Hayes River and we arrive at York Factory, which is a National Historic Site. 275 years ago, it used to be, well, one of the most bustling Hudson Bay Company forts.
Right.
And it was a settlement. It was like a trade
post.
First trade post, exactly. Yep. And it was where they made all of the the kettles, the stoves, everything for the fur trade. And now it is, it's probably one of the most remote National Historic Sites. But once you're there,
worth the trip.
Totally worth the trip. You go inside the building and you've got thousands of artifacts on tables, open to the public. You can kind of pick them up. They've got signs everywhere. You have to respect what's in there.
Certainly.
But I couldn't believe it. It was just, for fur trade history, that is like the holy grail.
And for a lot of Manitobans, didn't even know that was an opportunity for us. Let's talk some adventures. You went ziplining as well. What's that like?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. If you like adventure, if you like sort of adrenaline rushes out in the Pembina Valley, I went ziplining with Highwire Adventures, I believe that's their name. And most people think that Manitoba is flat, right? At least in BC, people think, okay, fun, no mountains, whatever.
Sure.
But what happens is down at the southern end of the province, southwestern corner, you have this beautiful valley that opens up, and they've got 5 zip lines across the valley, and it's sort of it's like a nature excursion. You go hiking and
then zip line, scary or fun?
Oh, it's so much fun. I have a fear of heights a little bit, and if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Anybody can. Okay, before I let you go, your blog's got tons of things on there about some of the great restaurants you've had in town and some of the great adventures you've had. What's next for BC Robyn? Where are you heading next?
I'm heading up to, today I'm going to Ride Mountain National Park.
Nice.
I've never been there. I'm also going camping there. I'll be heading to Dauphin for the Canadian-Ukrainian Festival, I believe.
Exactly,
yeah. So, and I've got Ukrainian heritage through Manitoba. Oh. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's a great tour, pretty much regardless of where you go. We're so glad that you get an opportunity to experience our great province and blog about it as well. You can check all those links on breakfasttelevision.ca. Time to check in with our buddy Drew Kozub, also doing some camping today, a little closer to home. He's at Fort White Alive.